everybody. It's Andrea Holmes, your Temecula Valley real estate expert, and today I am with Tara Baumann, owner of Gear Oils. Tara, thank you so much for having me here today.
Thank you so much for coming into my home.
So I'm excited to learn about Gear Oils. Why don't you tell our audience about it?
So Gear Oils is a line that I developed, and all of my oils are therapeutic grade essential oils. What I do with my oils is I do incorporate gemstone therapy. So inside every bottle there's a crystal that corresponds with every ailment. And then I also use color therapy around the chakra system with every different oil that also goes with every ailment. And then if you can see on every oil you get a write-up. And the write-up explains how to use the oil. It also explains the gemstone inside and the color therapy. So this is my line.
So tell me about what particular oils you do blend so we can let our audience members know.
Okay, so I blend all these oils myself. I have over 24 different blends at this time. They do come in two different sizes. So I have a small 5 milliliter, and that one's a dropper bottle. And then I also have the larger 10 milliliter, and that's a roll-on bottle. So all of these oils, because they're blended by me with essential oils, certain oils have particular notes with them. So when you see essential oils in the store, like a lavender or an orange, some of those oils will be high notes, and some of them will be base notes, and some of them will be middle notes. And what I do as an aromatherapist is I find the certain ailment that I'm trying to target, and then I take the different notes and I blend it into a synergy that works for health and wellness and healing.
Great. So I'm looking here at the table and I'm seeing a lot of oils to choose from. So tell me which oil you have that is the most popular oil.
So my #1 bestseller is my pain oil.
Okay,
and that particular oil, the color on that is red.
Okay.
And the crystal that I have inside that one is the snowflake obsidian. So this particular oil, when you put it on your body, it either gets a warming effect or it gets a cooling effect, depending upon the person. But what I blend in that particular oil is a combination of anti-inflammatory essential oils. So when you put it on, you not only feel relief in that area, but it brings down the overall inflammation in your system. So it can help, like if you have neck and back pain, you can put it on that area, but then you will feel it like in the rest of your body if you have something like, let's say, wrong with your legs are hurting, or you had like a really rigorous workout and your feet kind of hurt or something like that. So yeah.
So does it help too? So you're saying like general overall pain, muscle soreness, any of that. What about like broken bones or sprained ankles?
It can work with that too. So you can put it on that particular area. I mean, usually with broken bones, there's a cast, so you can't really get to it. So if you do have broken bones, you can put the oil on your wrists and the back of your neck and the bottoms of the feet, and because those are the most absorbable areas of your body, it will administer into your bloodstream and bring down the inflammation in your system, which in fact will help with that broken bone or wrist or arm. So yeah, that's how that one works. And my second bestseller is my anxiety oil, and that one is very popular this time of year because lots of people are seeing family. And my anxiety oil, the color on that is orange, but it also uses the snowflake obsidian. And this anxiety oil has a combination of oils that help your central nervous system. So it brings down a lot of the anxious feelings that you might have. If people have trouble, in traffic, they have trouble flying. If they have just crowds, a lot of people don't like crowds. So
where's the best spot to put that oil if you do have anxiety?
This one is great to put also on your wrists and to put on the back of the neck. And then I also do have available these aromatherapy necklaces. And you can go ahead and put it in the necklace. I have a lot of people that use it that way. And then throughout the day, it's with them without having to take out the oil, but they can go ahead and smell it that way. So when you are smelling an essential oil, what's happening is it's going into the olfactory and the pituitary part of the brain, and it's also making those changes in your body when you put it on. So
that's amazing. So I see everything here is blends. We don't have just the plain old lavender or orange or rosemary or tea tree oil. Do you have those available?
No, I do not have single oils available.
Okay.
A lot of those oils you can get from the health food store. It depends upon what type of oil you're looking for. But all of the oils, again, that I do use are 100% therapeutic grade essential oils.
Okay.
So they're the highest quality, and I do have a supplier that I bring them in from.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was in my 20s and went to school for aromatherapy, because I am an aromatherapist, an herbalist, and a nutritionist, I apprenticed with an aromatherapist that really explained to me and taught me about a company that uses such high standards, because certain plants, when they get the oil from the plant, it needs to be harvested a certain time of year in order to get the most potent chemical component of that plant, which would be the essential oil. So when you have a plant and you actually get the oil from the plant, your oil is going to be 20 times stronger than that herb or that plant.
Oh, wow.
Then the molecule in the essential oil is so small that when you put it on your skin, within 10 to 20 minutes, it is administered into your bloodstream. Your body picks it up like a nutrient, and it can cause changes in your cellular wall and in your cells.
Wow.
So yeah, they're very potent ways of addressing any type of ailment that you have. So I do not blend for scent. I do have people that ask me that. Can I make something smell flowery? Or I blend for therapy.
So do you have a recommendation then for people that want to blend for scent, where to purchase from, or?
Yeah, they can go, if they want to blend for scent and they're not looking for something therapeutic, they can go to their local health food store and then just pick up the oils that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then how is Gear Oils different than, say, buying from Young Living or doTERRA?
Okay, so my essential oil blends, since I am the aromatherapist, I have been through schooling, I am certified. So I've been doing this for over 20 years. So I do take into account the individual that purchases the oils from me and their health history. I also, because I use the gemstone and crystal therapy, that's what makes them different. And also with the color therapy, that's what makes them different around the chakra system. So I do use the color therapy. And then I do not have the overhead like big companies do. So because I don't have that overhead, I'm able to bring the savings to the customers.
Okay.
So I charge very little for my oils, and you're getting a high quality product.
So then what would the average price be of, say, one of these small oils right here versus a roll-on oil, right?
Right, so the
Okay.
roll-on oils are twice as much oil in the
Okay.
roll-on. So that particular one, the roll-ons are usually around $30,
Okay.
and then the small ones are usually around $15.
And then how long would the large one last for?
It really depends upon how much you're using it.
Okay.
So I have people that are in chronic and acute situations, and if you're in a chronic situation, you're going to be using, like, let's say, the immunity oil. There's some people with the immunity oil that boost your immune system, so it helps ward off cold and flu. If you're actually feeling sick or you feel like you're coming down with a cold, then you would go ahead and use that oil quite frequently. As opposed to just day-to-day use, you could use it maintenancely. So that particular bottle would last a couple months if you're just using it like on a maintenance basis. But if you're using it like you're sick, you know, there's flu in your house or that cold and flu season, then it's going to go a lot quicker.
And then do they have an expiration date?
Yeah, they do expire, I would say, about a year to a year and a half out.
Okay.
I do put a small amount of a carrier oil in each of my oils. Some of my oils are safe for infants, some are not, and you can always check with me.
Okay.
But with my oils, most of them are safe for kids. The small amount of carrier oil depends upon the oil that I'm using. So if I want to have a particular effect, like let's say the sinus oil, so that one opens up your nasal cavity so you can smell and have that scent back.
Because we live in Temecula and everybody has sinus issues down here.
Exactly, and I also
Yeah.
have an allergy oil. So in those particular oils, I use a grapeseed carrier.
Okay.
And the reason why is because grapeseed oil in that carrier is a high antioxidant. So you really want to have that antioxidant property. As opposed to if like you're using something like the anxiety oil, that one I use a sunflower because that sunflower oil is it's a brighter type of energy that you're working with the oil. So you're getting a lot of that benefit from a sunflower oil. So yeah.
This is pretty incredible. So I see you have a particular setup going on here, steampunk theme.
Yeah.
What got you into this style for your marketing?
So about over 5 years ago, I was introduced to the steampunk community, and I started going to steampunk shows, and I really fell in love with the people that are involved in the steampunk community and what they do. There's a lot of artists. They're incredible artists and incredible makers and very creative individuals. And everybody that I've met in the steampunk community, I only have high things to say about. They're just amazing people. So when I started going to the shows and I started talking to some of the makers and meeting some of the people that were also going to the shows, they would have certain health issues going on. So let's say that they're doing a lot of creativity work. Then their pain oil comes into play because they're having a lot of arthritic problems, or they're having problems in their wrists, or, you know, from making for the shows. Or there's some people that the migraine oil is very popular because they're getting a lot of headaches if they're traveling, or they're in a different area because they're vending in a different area at these shows. So they're having allergic reactions to whatever plants are in that area. So I decided, since I have such a love for those people, that I wanted to make myself of service to them.
Okay.
So I decided to bring my line out to the steampunk community so I could really be of service to all the vendors that are working so hard and creating such amazing products, and also to that community that's actually going to those events, because there is an element of healing that happens when people go to the events and they dress in costume.
Okay.
And they're kind of having that relaxation. They're not feeling anxious. They're not feeling a lot of the things that I'm trying to address here. They're having a fun time. And in our community, a lot of times with our children, we take them to play dates. They're having so much fun all the time, and we get caught up in like the hustle and bustle of workday and being in an office, and it's just so great to see people at these events just play and find out who they want to be as a character, and they get a lot of healing that way, and they get a lot of they have a lot of fun. So I have nothing but great things to say about the steampunk community, and that's why I brought my oils there.
And you've been locally here though in Temecula as well.
Yes, I have a lot of clientele in Temecula. Since I also do nutrition, I have nutrition clientels as well. That I bring in the herbology, and I always focus back on the oils because you get such a great result in a small amount of period of time, and they're very easy for people to use and understand. So that's why I really try in the oils, but I do have a clientele here in the community as well.
Great.
So yeah.
I see you have Gear Oils Oil of the Month Club.
Yeah.
So what's this all about?
So the Oil of the Month Club is something that I came up with so I could go ahead and introduce the oils to people and bring them into their homes. So it's a great gift that you can give people, or you can go ahead and sign up yourself. It's $15 a month. And at the end of the 12 months, you get a free aromatherapy necklace. And you can give that as a gift, or if you sign up and you pay in full in the beginning for like a loved one, you can go ahead and get the necklace in the beginning, and you can give them a year of essential oils.
Nice.
And also the necklace. And with that, there's a different oil for every month that I have suggested, but you can switch that up. So let's say you're using the weight loss oil in January, you're having great results with it. So then February comes and you don't want the seduction oil, which I do make. So you want another weight loss oil, so you can go ahead and request that, and I'll send that out to you. So it's just an automatic ship every month, so you can get a different oil and you can try all my different products. Like I do make a beard balm.
What's a beard balm?
And a beard balm is actually for gentlemen that have
For
beards and
mustache
mustaches. Yeah, and it kind of has a sandalwood scent to it and a balsam fir scent to it. But it's in a base of coconut oil and blue chamomile, and the blue chamomile helps with any type of dermatitis underneath the beard, and it also helps to smooth the wiry hairs.
Oh.
So like it's not very poking to like the ladies, so ladies usually really like it.
So it smooths their man's facial hair.
And
so
it keeps it nourished underneath, so they're not getting any itchiness or dryness, because that tends to happen.
This would be a huge seller in the month of November for all the men that are growing out their beards.
Yeah, which is this
that.
month, yeah. And I do have a special this month as well. It's the buy 3 get 1 free. So you can pick any of my products. It also includes the diffusers, because I do go ahead and sell the aromatherapy diffusers.
So what is an aromatherapy diffuser for
So an
people that may not know what it
diffuser,
is?
They look like this. They come in 2 colors. So what you do is you put water inside here, and you put 5 to 10 drops of the essential oil, depending upon how strong you want it. It steam diffuses the oil into the room.
It's like a humidifier?
It's not a humidifier, because the humidifier oftentimes heats up the oil.
Oh,
You don't want to heat any of the oils or keep them hot. So it actually is a cool mist that happens into the room. And it will cover a whole room. And when that happens, because the essential oils are antimicrobial and antibacterial and antifungal and antiviral, it kills all of the airborne pathogens. So, you know, cold and flu season, they're really great. But you can also use the insomnia oil with it if you're having trouble sleeping. So you'd put the insomnia oil on your skin so it gets into your bloodstream, but also in the diffuser so it would be in the air while you're sleeping at night. Or the sinus oil. I have people with the sinus oil that will use it in a diffuser and also in a CPAP machine, which really helps with sleep apnea.
CPAP?
It helps with sleep apnea, and they wear it like a mask during the night. Yeah, so they can go ahead and breathe that way.
And then how long does that run for?
It runs for 8 hours.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You can shut it off. The top of it will turn like a different color, or you can, you know, shut that off as well, as you don't want the colors. But like my 8-year-old likes the colors at night because it's like a night light. So you can kind of use it that way too. But yeah, it will run for 8 hours and then it shuts itself off.
Nice. Okay. And then what other products do you have? So you have the diffuser, you have the oils, you have the beard balm.
I have the Oil of the Month Club, and then right behind you, I have the aromatherapy necklaces, and I can show you those.
So let's bring them front here.
So these aromatherapy necklaces. These ones come in a bronze, and they also come in a silver. And with the aromatherapy necklaces, they open up, and inside the necklace, they have the little pads.
Do you have it on your necklace?
I do.
Okay.
So basically what you do is you would pick the pad in the color that you wanted to use, and I do color coordinate these around the chakra system, so you're getting all 7 chakra colors, a black and a white, and you would match up that color with the corresponding oil.
So your oils so you have colors on the front, right? Here,
yes.
Let's set this down
I do.
here.
And they do come gift boxed on the little...
Okay, so let me just pick an oil. I'm going to pick the Cancer Control Oil.
Okay.
So which one would this go on out of the felt pads?
Okay, so the Cancer Control Oil is green, and it does explain that in the write-up that comes with it.
Okay.
And you would go ahead and put it on the green pad that I have in here.
Okay.
And then you can go ahead and open up the necklace, wear it in the necklace, and that way you're matching the color therapy, which is also a vibrational healing modality, with the oil. And inside that particular, the crystal that you're using is the bloodstone. And that bloodstone, that crystal is used for immunity, and it's also used for health and healing. So that's the particular oil that you would use.
And then how long do these felt pieces last for?
They will last up to 6 months to a year.
Okay.
And if you have a problem with them or you need a replacement, just let me know. But what I do recommend you do is, if you're using that green one for the cancer, then you're going to go ahead when you're done using it and you want to switch to something else. Like let's say the focus oil that helps with, you know, focus, and you have a long drive ahead or anything like that. You have to study for a test for children, or you would go ahead and switch it out to the red one for focus.
Okay.
And then you would use that color. And then just keep them in little plastic bags or whatever kind of plastic bag and label it so you know to go back to that one.
Perfect.
So yeah.
This is incredible. So
we also have the leather necklaces as well.
Oh.
I don't know if you got to see these. A lot of gentlemen like these. What you do is you would just go ahead and open that up, and then you would put the oil in the inside of that, and then close it up.
Again? Oh, okay, so it goes on the actual piece of leather.
It goes on the leather. So that one you would just go ahead and use repeatedly. So there's a lot of gentlemen that like these, and then there's a lot of young boys and children that like these because they're really easy to use. So yeah, and they do come gift box, these ones do. And this would be the necklace that you're getting, the free necklace at the end of the oil of the month. That would be one of those, the choice of that.
Anything else you want to tell our audience members about gear oils?
Sure.
Okay. Come on over here. There you go.
I also have the car diffusers. Those work great if you're going to plug them into a cigarette lighter if you have a long road trip ahead.
So it's better than putting like Febreze in your car?
Yeah, you don't want Febreze in your car. So, and then also I do have the small ones, and these ones are great in a nursery.
Okay.
And these are inside the house. You can use them in the bathroom as well.
And they go in the outlet?
They have the little, they go in the outlet, and they have the little pads in there. Some people do have outlets in their cars like I do, but some don't. So you need the cigarette lighter type. And then I also have, here, gift certificates available. So that's something that might be an option to you. I'm just trying to bring as many tools and products to the community so you have all these options to bring health and wellness into your home and into the lives of your family, because that's my primary goal. So as a Gear Oils owner, what my goal is to have everybody have an apothecary in their house. So I would love for them to go, like if they have a headache, and get a migraine oil instead of taking an aspirin.
So, sorry, back up really fast here. So I know you have the migraine oil. Is that just for migraines and overall headaches, or can you use it, like say I just have an annoying headache, it's not a migraine.
Yeah, you would use it for a headache.
You would use it for any type of headache. Okay.
Yeah, you would, because it's all, the headaches are all vasodilators, the essential oils in the headache oil, the migraine blend. So what that means is it goes into your bloodstream, and all your blood vessels that seem to be constricted and might be, causing the headache they're gonna relax. So that's that's blended for.
Okay.
So yeah, those are all my different products that I have available.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for letting me be here today and learn about Gear Oils.
Sure.
You're a wealth of knowledge to our community, and I'm excited to see your business keep growing and just evolving, because it's incredible, and everything that Tara does is amazing, and we just love her here in Temecula. So thank you so much.
Thank you, and I'm very happy to have you in my home. Thank you so much for taking this time for me. And you can get in contact with me. You can do that by email. I do have a Facebook page, so you can go on Gear Oils on Facebook. And then I do have an Etsy store at www.etsy.shop/Gear Oils, and you can go on there and see all of my blends. And then a really quick other thing I wanted to mention is I do custom blend. So if you have an ailment or something that you have going on, and you would like me to create something for you, I am more than happy to do that. So I'm dedicated to the health and well-being of others.
Email address and phone number for contact.
Tara@Baumans.net is my email address. And then also, I do have a Facebook page under Tara Baumann. And then my phone number is 951-970-3396, and you can get a hold of me there.
And we can order directly from you in Temecula as well. We don't have to order through Etsy. We can pick up from you.
Yeah, you can pick up from me. You can do porch pickup. I can meet you someplace, and you can go ahead and get the oils that way. And because I am a nutritionist, on my write-ups that I have over here, I do have a nutrition section. So if you're having anxiety and you want to take something nutritionally, I do have a suggestion on what you could take, and you can go ahead and get those products also on gearoils.metagenics.com.
Great.
So yeah, to help you even further.
This is Andrea Holmes, your Temecula Valley real estate expert. Thank you for joining me here today with Tara Baumann at Gear Oils. If you have any questions or if you have any requests for future exploration videos, you can email me at andrea@besttemecularealestate.com. I'll see you next time. Bye.